The planting season is pushing forward with more than 12% of the corn now in the ground as farmers continue to keep a very close eye on spring weather patterns. Crop insurance does remain top of mind. Brooks York with AgriSompo joins us now with some industry insight. Thanks for joining us, Brooks. The last time we talked, you mentioned the possibility of prevent plant. Tell us more about this in the Delta and anywhere else you may have concerns.
Yeah, we're just starting to get to those final plant dates across the U.S. They creep further north from the south naturally by geography. Early on, we've been surprised. The Texas-Louisiana numbers are not as high as we anticipated. Now, yesterday we had our final plant date down in a lot of Mississippi and Arkansas, and we are seeing a number of prevent plant claims starting to come through a little early to see how many. The next 2 or 3 days will really gain clarity, but we are seeing some of that where corn may be prevent planted down in the Delta.
It's so hard to hear that. We know seed is expensive as well. Let's talk about wheat. There are some concerns over hard red winter wheat yield potential in the West. What are you hearing there?
From Nebraska really through Oklahoma, there's some issues. There's bigger issues worldwide, specifically in Europe. And so the market's really been given a boost. And I know a lot of producers look at wheat. There's uncertainty with yields, but that's one of the fundamental things that multi-peril crop insurance does. It allows a farmer to sell a crop that's not yet produced and have that protection on the futures market. So as this market's ringing up the last couple of weeks, it's provided opportunity. And hopefully that policy gives a lot of producers, especially out west where that crop can be a little questionable, the confidence to make those sales if needed.
Absolutely. A lot of farmers are waiting on a farm bill as well, and so we're going to continue to follow that. We know that we're entering a very volatile weather time frame. It can impact markets. We always see the weather swing in the markets this time of year. Could there be a game changer at this state, though?
Well, as you mentioned, weather is key when we're looking at that double crop corn down in Brazil, as well as, the number one corn producer in the world, the United States. We're right in the middle of our weather volatility period. We're going to go between now and really the 4th of July and see some volatility. Outside of that, if there's a game changer that's out there in the marketplace, we've still got a discrepancy between the USDA's estimates of South American production on corn and soybeans versus CONAB's production. And there's a big disparity there, maybe 300 million bushels of beans, 500 million bushels of corn. I think the market kind of trading that higher estimate, which is the USDA's. If there's a change in those estimates at any point in time, and largely this is a soybean crop that's been harvested, that could move the market a little bit. That's a lot of bushels to kind of have a different insight on.
Yeah, that's a big area of uncertainty as well. AgriSompo Producer Services Director Brooks York, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to talking to you again.